Welcome, welcome, welcome to Garnet Queen Tarot, where we are inspired to rise. Before we begin our reading, I want to welcome everyone. Thank you for stopping by the channel. We like to do the exercise of inhale, exhale, just to get any negativity out the room. So when you come in fresh and rejuvenated. So let us begin. Inhale, exhale. You release it slowly. Inhale, exhale. That's nice. Don't you feel good? Shake it off. Move those shoulders. Let's lock the door so people are not coming in here that don't belong in our space, because we want to be free of concerns and worry and just be in tune with ourselves, our intuition, our feelings. And we clear the energy. We have so much to be thankful for. So much to be thankful for. Okay. Ooh, Libras, Libras, Libras. How are you guys doing? What's going on? Just release. I was feeling a little tightness in my back. Oh, just release. Shake those shoulders. Somebody upset you. Breathe another time, just till you could feel calmness. Okay? I know a lot of times we hold on to stuff we need to release. Let us begin. Spirit, speak to us on behalf of our wonderful, wonderful Libras. Help them to gain the clarity and understanding necessary to move forward. All right. What do we have here? Libras, what's on your mind? Worthiness. Worthiness. And it could work on both sides. You have to make sure that you are valued and you value other people as well. But that's an important factor to you, because you believe you deserve the respect, you believe you're worthy of it, and you value yourself highly. You're not concerned so much about what other people have to say about you or what they think. As long as you believe that you're worthy of respect, you're worthy of being and you your best self, it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. Focus on being you. People are strategically placed in our lives. Some of them have a job to do to break us down, and some of us have a job. Some people have a job to help push us up and to keep us on the right path. Make sure anybody that's in your immediate circle has the best intention for you. And make sure you value yourself, because you can't go out into the world unprotected and not value and look at yourself as being worthy to be treated with respect. If you don't, that's a hindrance. So they're letting you know, make sure you keep that standard high, because you deserve to be treated with respect. You are worthy. You are worthy. And anybody that wants to be with you has to know that you are worthy to be treated with respect. Okay? We don't play that. We don't play that. Your worthiness is important. You don't have time for no nonsense and no games. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I used to like to say that for Tyler Perry. Why did I get married? Marcus. She said, when Angela said, whenever he lying, he go, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Come on. She like, Marcus. Love those. Have you rolling and laughing. I'm feeling a good spirit that just came over me for you, Libras. Wow. What a nice feeling that was. What's going on with you? Four of Cups, yes. Eight of Swords. Seven of Swords. Six of Swords. Oh no. I want to know what love is. I know you can show me. I want to feel what love is. Mm. Mm. Okay. Whew. Libras, what is going on with you? Mm. I see some frustration. Who did you allow to upset you? You know, you are going through some things. People tried to rain on your parade, and you were not having it. A sense is, it's a lightness, but it's like some kind of exhaustion. It's like somebody had access to you that you trusted, and they let you down, and you feel like you just been putting in the work to do everything between your job, changes going on in your life, and somebody that you thought had your back, and then you've been going out for certain things, and you just frustrated. It's like everything is just upside down for you at this moment. You never put anything in the permanent mode like it's going to be something that resides with you forever, because you have not, you just feel like you're running into a lot of roadblocks, but you're not acknowledging what you've already achieved. You know, when people, and I'm saying you right now, when you're upset about something, you forget what you've already achieved. And that's something I always tell people. When you start your day with the feeling of manifesting what it is you want. And at that point, you have to be able to make it simpler. You have to be able to know what it is you're in need of, and as well as you know what you're thankful for. Because when you have you ever been in a situation where you step back and you say, you know what, I need this, I need that, I need that, but then stop and you ask yourself, how much work have you already put in? What have you already achieved? And when you go down the list of what you already have in your life that you wanted, you tone it down a little bit because you know that you have so much to be thankful for. You should be overflowing with gratitude because you went through this, you went through that. How many roadblocks have you jumped over? When we change our perspective and we change our mindset and stay more focused on what we already have and stop right there and say, I am thankful to have all of this, all of that. There are some people that may live in a home with a little bit of furniture. They have that roof over their heads, but they be struggling where food is concerned to eat. And they're so busy. We don't have no food. We never have no food. We this, we that. But you know what? They don't realize that no matter what, each and every day they somehow eat. You understand me? They somehow eat. Now, it may not be all the special meals that they want, but somehow or some way, through their struggle, through their consistency, they recognize that I am so thankful because we don't have the cabinets full of food, refrigerators not full of food, but somehow we eat every day. We don't skip a meal. And that's when you stay in that positive mindset that, you know what, no matter what obstacles on this path, our source provides. We eat every day. So I have so much to be thankful for. We don't have the money for what we want, but we certainly have for what we need. Always thinking up abundance mindset that you may not be where you want to, but you getting there faster and faster, and you have what you need. When you start being more thankful, these journeys start to be nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing for you. Been there, done that. Nothing new. You're not telling me nothing new. All right. I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to crawl. I know what it's like to get back up after a fall. Been there, done that. So when you look at an issue or something that you're concerned about, look at it as already getting over the hump and then figure out the steps to do that along the way. Because here, even with you're celebrating. Look at this. You and your family are happy. You're happy. This is a joyous time, right? That's your 10 of cups. You're happy. You're enjoying life. You are connecting with family. It's like family oriented. That's more than anything else you could really ask for, because things are pulling together. You're experiencing that happiness, that joy. You've put a lot of work into being where you are right now. And there's a lot of heartache that comes with it. Some people say, oh, such is life. It's life. It's life, but it's still your experience. And when you go through things and you're not sure if you're going to get over those humps and bumps in life, of course, when you have an opportunity and you reflect and show how much gratitude you have for where you are, you're actually able to see, if you look deep down, that you've come a long way. You can't even see your starting point. The more appreciative you are each and every day of what you already have, even though you don't have everything you need and want, you have for that day provided. And then the next day and the next day. And it's because you appreciate that one day. They tell you don't worry about tomorrow, for today has its own worries. Focus on today and be thankful for today, and do as much as you can today, because you put the work in. You get so frustrated when things don't work in your favor. You get overwhelmed and you feel like you're just going through the motions and things are not balancing out. That's why I always take the time to talk, because you know what? When you're going through the process called life and those bumps in the road kind of knock you off balance, and when you sit down, even if you fell down for a minute and you catch your breath, you have these tears welling up in your eyes because you're so frustrated with always having to pick up the pieces. And you don't always want to tell people your business, because some people are happy for you and some people aren't. So sometimes you keep a lot of things to yourself because you really don't want to hear the other voices. Those people always think they know. You should have done this or you should have done that. You try different ways until you find one that works. That's exploration. That's an experiment. That's trying to get your life on the right path. That's work. And sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. But you get back up and you keep going until you get the street, the block, the avenue, the highway that you're supposed to be on the right path again. Experience is the best teacher of all. When you go through shiggity, you make sure you're clear and understanding what you've been through, what you did to get on that path so you don't do it again. It's learning from experience. That's why when you see jobs and they tell you, oh, we want experienced people, you be like, how am I going to get experience if I don't have the experience, because I can't get hired for the job because I don't have experience? There are people that do it on the outside and they have the experience because they've been practicing. They've been learning about it because it's something they're passionate about. Now, it may not be where it's certification, but the experience alone will help them to elevate to the next level. You had to experience and learn. You learn, you grow. So when you're going through the first experience, it's like, wow, this is not enough for me. I got to level up. So you got to learn some more stuff. And like my son, he never went to school to become a mechanic, but being around people that fix their own things, his friend, his friend's dad fixes cars and does that, and his friend's dad taught the friend. So then the friend taught a lot to my son, but because my son had to do things on his own, he always wanted to learn more, explore more than even his dad was interested in. And his dad used to fix cars too. And he just started doing it. He said, Mom, you want me to change your tire? Since you ordered the new ones, I was going to go to Walmart and get them done, or whatever shop was nearby in the way. And it was like, he did a great job. Changed my brakes, did a great job. And that's from experience, practicing and learning and tightening and doing all these things. We have so many innate qualities about us that a lot of times we just push it to someone else and don't explore that avenue. A lot of times if it's not something you're passionate about, people explore for their own survival. And you have to go beyond and teach yourself different things. Just because you stumble along the way doesn't mean it's permanently going to keep you down. And that's when some people are, excuse me and forgive me, I'm going to say this. Some people are so stupid. Okay? Please forgive me for saying that. I don't mean you. I'm just saying. People you may encounter, and stupid may not be the word. It's just people you encounter sometimes. It's like, damn. Come on. Learn to do things that will improve your life. Be taught by someone else. We can all learn from one another. You went through those experiences. All of us go through experiences. But in tune, we take the time to share it with someone else as we're learning from them. Who wants to be in a group where you don't learn nothing from nobody? I remember one person told me, well, I learned enough. And the husband just felt that she wasn't open to new things and possibilities. She had one way of thinking, and that was it. That was it. She lived in a little town or county in Florida, and he said, let's travel, let's do this, let's do that. She said, I was born in this area, I'm going to stay in this area, and I don't need to learn about nobody else. Just handle me, my business, and my kids. But she just limited herself. She didn't want to go nowhere else, just stay slab dab right there in this little town. She didn't want to go to Orlando, and it was like 20 minutes away. So I'm just saying to you, how you perceive things in life, how you put the effort out there so you can grow. You see how you put the work in and you're overwhelmed and you're tired, but look at you working. Look at you working. You're facing whatever challenges come your way. You believe in putting in the work, putting in the time. Because you have in your mind that you're going to learn new things, you're going to grow, and you could share your story with others. But if you fixate on every issue that's ever come about in your life, and you don't pat yourself on the back and say, even though I encountered this, look at where I am right now. That's preparation for where you are and where you're going. You got over those hurdles. You're optimistic. You know that abundance is on your path. It's starting to trickle in little by little, little by little. You can't give up on yourself now. And because you're building your confidence, you know that you're not going to settle for less. Because what? Because worthiness. Because you are worthy. You are worthy. You give yourself that credit and that pat on the back and make up your mind. You know what? Shiggity. I've been through a lot of stuff that I never thought I could get over. And sometimes you're right. I got to be reminded that I got through that. So what makes this situation any different? Think about it. How many things have you actually gotten over in your life and you didn't think you could get over it and you had to go do a deep, whoo, whoo, child. Yes, you ain't say nothing but a word. I got through this. I got through that. You got on your knees and you had a conversation with your source. And you're like, listen, I'm working toward this. I just need a little push, a little encouragement. I just need a little clarity to understand that I'm okay. I'm going on the right path. I believe, I believe, I believe, and I'm going to get through because I've been through this kind of stuff before and I was ready to give up, but I learned that giving up wasn't my option that time, and it's not my option this time. So I'm going to continue to put the work in. I know the road, man, the seas, look at that. Woo, toss and turn, toss and turn. You know, is that the face of a snake right over there in the corner? Is that out at sea or? Well, it just shows all the mishaps, all the roadblocks, all the stop signs that you've experienced in life. You have that stability. You're observing all that is coming your way and knowing that you still, look at that, solid ground in the waters. So through your struggle and everything you're going through, you're still on stable, solid ground. Stable, solid ground. So just recognize that nothing worth having comes easy. You put in that time in, and the wealth and abundance is going to flow to your liking. And you're a giver too. When you give, you shall receive. Just celebrate and enjoy life and don't give up on yourself. Just recognize the fact that shiggity happens at times that throws you off. But the strength, the perseverance, the belief, the intuition, and I'm going to say this to you. You are starting to slowly come into your intuition because sometimes you'll say stuff just happens to me. And now you're realizing that every time you're wanting to level up or go a different direction, there's a mountain to climb. It's part of the journey. You can't just get to where you want to be by blinking your eyes. You're not Genie. You got to put the work in. The sweat comes off. That's your sweat equity. Carry a rag or something. But you know that for you to get what you want in life, you have to aim high. And that's what you're doing. And you're starting to listen to yourself and ask yourself what's important. What's important? Do I really need to get that fancy car? Or do I just want that fancy car to impress other people so they look at me and say, oh, Libra got it going on. You already know you got it going on. You don't need no confirmation from them. They're not going to validate you. You know your business. You know your work. They're going to see you automatically because you're a diamond that's going to shine. You stand out in a crowd. People see you. They see you. And do know, just because they don't come out and say anything doesn't mean they're blind to your accomplishment. You don't have to brag about nothing. You already know your value, right? You know that you're worthy. Your worthiness. They know this already. You're the one that thinks because they're not saying something to you about it, they don't know. They see you. They see you. You like holding a flashlight in their eyes and saying, look, look. You don't have to impress anybody to fit in anywhere. Okay? If people don't like you the way you are, keep to stepping. Remember Pamela Martin? Get to stepping. I be having fun by myself. I'm just saying to you, life is complicated enough with you feeling that you got to impress people for them to recognize and see who you are and like it. Who cares? Who cares? Does your life stop if they don't like what you get out of here with that? Who cares? You are celebrating. You are happy. You sitting on your throne. You're receiving your rewards. You putting the work in. And you know you're worthy. You have value. So stop trying to make other people make you feel a certain kind of way. For what? To impress them? So what? What happens after that? They accept you. Woo-hoo. Who cares? As long as you eating every day, you don't have to worry about your light bill, your water bill, your gas bill. And you have people in your immediate circle that you know you could count on. I don't care if it's 2 people, 1 person. Make sure that you care about you and you know your worthiness and you know your value. Again, you are not trying to impress anybody. Again, you struggle like everybody else. You put the work in. And what? You celebrate. There's enjoyment. There's happiness. There's joy. Look at the little kids. What are they doing? Merry-go-round? Not merry-go-round. What is that? Ring around the rosy. I don't even know if people still do that. Just happy. Look at all that you have achieved in your life. You are high up. And people trying to bring you down. Don't allow it. Don't allow it. Everybody faces struggle in life. Everybody. You are well equipped to make it, okay? And you have that thought process. You have so many ideas. You're so ambitious. Don't let someone out of a group or 2 out of a group make you feel that you can't measure up. Anytime people come for people like that, you know why, right? Because they see what's coming. They see that you about your business and possibilities. So climb high for that. What is your number? What is your number? Libras, what's your number? It's time. I don't understand. You already see what you're accomplishing. And you put in that work in. Why does it matter what anybody thinks? Imagine if their job is to make you feel bad all the time and you feed into it. They win, right? If you know you're screwing up, you're screwing up. But if you know you're doing a good job and somebody says you're not, but you know deep down you are, you don't even need to respond because you know what you're about. Sometimes it's best to keep your business quiet. You ain't got to tell nobody. They're going to see. You don't have to broadcast it. Let them see. It's not what I say, it's what I do. Come out there and shine, just doing your best, not to impress, okay? Woo, 777, alignment. The angels whisper, your progress is recognized. See? See? Hello? Did I not say that? Did I not say that? It says your progress is recognized and alignment is here. It is within your reach. The whisper is reminding you to stay the course and feel source working through you. Your gifts are being recognized. Oh my gosh. We just said this. We just said this. Your gifts are being recognized. You see? That's why I tell you don't give up. That's when people attack you. When they see progress. Nobody goes after people ain't going nowhere. For what? If you see somebody ain't going nowhere in life and they just down in the dumps, unless you're a therapist, you ain't going to mess with them unless they family and you trying to help them or a stranger on the street. But other than that, there's nobody going to be talking about them and checking for them. They checking for you because they see you going places and they want to learn along the way. Even if they don't want to ask you, they want to watch you. They want to observe you, see what you're doing, where you're going. Come on. I blossom and bloom as I use my gifts. All things simply align as I feel the feeling of the divine. I love this. You know why? Because it's speaking truth. It's speaking truth. Alignment. When you are in tune with yourself and listening to your intuition, you also align yourself to move forward because you picked up all of the nuggets along the way, right? And now you're keeping them in your little bag. And every time you run into some form of roadblock, you open your bag and you take out your nugget and you place it because there was a lesson for this. And even if you don't resonate with it immediately, but you hold on to it, when that time comes, you're going to be like, I need an alignment. I need to get in tune with myself. I didn't really care about that before, but now I realize in order for me to balance out my life, I have to be aligned with my life. And if I'm not aligned, then I don't balance. Oh my goodness. So alignment was really for me, but I didn't need to apply it at that time. That's how life is. You may not get the clue immediately, but eventually if you keep thinking it through and listening to yourself and talking to yourself, practicing your breathing, you be like, whoa, wait a minute. I get it now. This is what I need to do. What? And that's how you're able to move to the next level, because you did pick up a nugget, but you didn't really think about it until you came to another door that you needed to open, and you have the key. So if you go back to the message that you stored, you're able to start unraveling everything, peeling it back like an onion, and you start saying, hey, this goes here, this goes here. It's like a puzzle, and you have the pieces, but imagine them being invisible to you until you start listening more to yourself, and then it reveals the piece that's needed. And now when you look in your bag, you recognize what fits where. That's how life is. You're learning as you go along. So everything that happens to you, you don't recognize it at the time, but it has a message in store for you. And when you step back for a minute and give pause and think it through all the way, you realize that that's a piece to your puzzle. Libras, start diving more inside, and the more you dive and start recognizing your gifts and what you have, the more people start noticing you, because they realize there's something different about Libra, They shining bright. And that's when they mess with you. That's when they come out for you. That's when they attack you. And that's when you still keep growing and going. This is a time right now for you to stabilize and to realize that you are worth everything that you achieve in your life, whether you get a pat on the back or not, because the path that you're riding on is taking you to greater paths, greater achievements, greater accomplishments, and therefore you will recognize greater self. Take care. Talk soon. Garnet Queen Tarot saying, be inspired to rise. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Take the time to get to know who you are. Introduce yourself or reintroduce yourself. But know what you want out of life and go for it. Therefore, the noise on the outside is not going to matter. Okay? Great life change is coming for you. Believe in it. And keep doing the work you're doing. That's why people are coming after you. Because you shining bright like a diamond. Take care. Talk soon.